Hello, the name is TV News Reporter. It's been a while, hasn't it? Looking at my long absence, I wanted to play a game of a franchise with a long absence. Can you guess that franchise? What? No! No, it's Rayman! I think a lot of people forget how small the Rayman franchise is and yet how big it is at the same time. I mean, look, you have the first game which sold 4 million copies, a sequel, a treat, double ill, triple ill. In my opinion, it deserves to be one of the most highest selling franchises of all time, with selling over 25 million copies. Anyways, I'll be taking a look at Rayman, which came out September 1st, 1995 for the PS1. There are other versions like the Sega Saturn and Atari Jaguar version, but the only difference between that is that the Sega Saturn version has higher voice sounds and there's this cool 3D effect whenever you finish a level, and the Atari Jaguar version is complete shit. Now, without further ado, let's begin.
Hi, folks! You wanna know what's going on?
No, we don't even know anything about your world. But we better know what's going on. Basically, these stupid ass people have this stupid ass thing called a platoon, which this stupid ass guy steals from, and these stupid ass people get captured in this stupid ass world. Now, I know what you're thinking. Gosh, they definitely need a hero to save them now. So naturally, when the world is in danger, we call on to Rayman, who is just lying in his bed.
Go and free all of the Electoons, Rayman, and bring back the great Protoon from its mysterious kidnapper. But will the bad guys let him do it?
They're the bad guys! Why would they just let him do it? Anyways, on to the first level. Fucking easy! Oh, sorry, I was just foreshadowing something. Anyways, one of the first things you'll realize when you play this game is that this game looks beautiful! I mean, look at this game. You're looking at it right now, you can tell how beautiful this game looks. Every significant detail looks beautiful as fuck. And if that's not even better, you can check the other worlds for this game. This game looks beautiful the whole way around. It just looks sexy as fuck, man. And speaking of sexy as fuck, look at the flowers! Oh yeah, by the way, this fairy named Batilla gives you the power to punch? The power to punch. Makes sense to me. Anyways, we have our first boss, which is a mosquito, which kind of looks like a... What the fuck? And if you don't believe me that it looks like you know what I mean, it literally shoots a white substance in the Jaguar version. What were they trying to pull? Anyways, but all joking aside, the mosquito fight is pretty easy, but the best part is when you become friends and you get to ride the mosquito. Although this gimmick is really good, why was it only used once? It always confused me. It was never used again in any other level. Anyways, in our next level, we see another person in our screen. He wants us to get his clothes down. Don't ask me what naked Rayman characters look like, cause that's nasty. He then gives us a magical seed and screams with a really loud noise, which makes him ascend to the heavens. After that, nothing really interesting happens to the game. What the? Nope. See you later. I'm going back to my triangular house with hands. Oh yeah, and out of the skill from earlier, he's back and now he's chasing me with a giant spiky fruit. I mean, what is wrong with you? I thought we were friends. Now we finally reached the boss of this level and it was you. You made my friend attack me. I'm gonna beat this man's ass. Or maybe I would've if this boss wasn't so hard. I know I didn't have much when I started, but no joke, when I first started this boss, it made me use one of my continues, which is pretty bad. Anyways, after multiple deaths of this boss, you'll eventually know this boss's pattern, which will make him easy to beat down. And no, I'm not gonna beat this boss's friend because he used one of my other friends. Jerk. And it is with this moment that Rayman's name should be changed to Hellman, because this game is literal hell to play now. Alright, Bongo Hills is when the game literally just says, ha, fuck you, your fun's now over. I think this is when Rayman separates itself from being a hard game to just being completely unfair. A hard game allows you to make many mistakes, but still lets you to come back up. When you play this game now, when you make a hard mistake, you don't come back up. This game will push you back so far, it just becomes unplayable. And that's what makes this game bullshit. But why? Why is this level so long? And yes, the footage I've shown you is from the exact same level, but no, it gets worse. In our Lego Presto, it gets harder. You have these slippery platforms, and it's just so bullshit to move at. Like, the speed's kinda cool, but no, this is hard. So I'm going through the level and oh, fuck off, you pixie pixel perfect platforms! Oh, Batilla, you have a power for us. What power could it be? It couldn't be as stupid as giving us the power to hang! Well, at least that is useful. But the worst part of Bandland are these stupid bugs. It feels like they know your every move. Even if you try to hit them from below, they still manage to dodge it. If you try going up, they still manage to dodge it. Why are these bugs so difficult? These bugs make me want to eat flies for dinner. And Mr. Sax, you are surprisingly easy. And with that, down the boss goes. I mean, get down, he gets up and starts dancing for some reason. That's weird. What also is weird is that Batilla doesn't give you another power like in the last time we met her. Alright, next we're Blue Mountains, and goodness Christ, I know I'm only 5 minutes into this video, but it feels like I'm talking for forever, so I'll just phrase these levels really quickly now. Alright, Scary Snowman chases you. This poor guy broke his guitar, and then you have to fix it for him, and then you get a potion for it, and then there's this rising water and shit. Then it starts snowing and a weird boss fight with the guy who just chased you from earlier. You have this really dramatic scene with like ropes, water, rocks, or whatever you want to call it, and you have to break down the ropes. It's kind of dramatic with the music for some reason though. And after being Mr. Stone, we replace his stone head, which is kind of dark when you think about it, but it makes him forcefully happy, which I guess is good. Okay, alright Matilda, what's our final power? The power to run. Yeah, that makes sense. Remember that time you were about to go for a run, but you couldn't because you had to have a magical fairy bestowed upon you? Ooh, game, you make me wanna... Ah! Alright, now we move on into Picture City, which should have been named into Picture Shitty. And let me just say, if you thought Rayman 1 was a hard game, you thought it had all what it had to offer, nuh-uh, this level will beat your ass. It's a simple look at the hardest level in the entire game, Space Mama's Crater. One of the levels is so bad, it literally plays the dramatic music from when you were running away from the mosquito, and then you got the boss, Space Mama, which is just no. This boss is just terrible. Just look at it. You know what? I could forgive how hard this boss is, but there's just this one part where she goes behind the washing machine and starts shooting lasers from you. And the worst part is, you don't get a single hit out of it. And you're just thinking, get the fuck away from that washing machine, you stupid-o. But who cares about Space Mom anyway? She's beside the point. There are plenty of other YouTubers who have already talked about her anyways. But no, I want to talk about what I personally think is the most unnecessary level in this entire game. The Cave of Scops. Everything about this level just feels annoying. You have Eat at Joe's, which doesn't sound like a bad idea at first, but then you actually do it and it's bad. Basically, this person gives you a fairy light so you can turn back the lights on for a restaurant. That sounds like a good idea, but it's not. It feels so unnecessarily long and the whole level is not worth it. But then there is the worst yet best part in the Caves of Scops, the boss with Mr. Scops himself. The worst part is when you have to go through these crystals that fall down because Mr. Scops keeps on punching them down. It's difficult to do because I don't know and it feels like it's different every time I fight them. Like, fuck off, you lobster! Anyways, after a bit of lava fake outs, the lava eventually rises and then you go to the actual boss and you'll realize this is the easiest thing ever. The boss is literally this. Scops will shoot his hand, you jump over it, and then when it comes back, you jump over it again. Scops will shoot this blue thing and you shoot it back at him. Just do it that repeatedly, and the only thing that makes it hard is that sometimes he'll come closer. That's it. This boss is really easy. And for some reason, unlike the other bosses, after you beat Mr. Scops, he just falls down and dies? Yeah, that's kind of dark. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this earlier, but Batel was captured by Mr. Dark. And then this is the moment where you realize that you need all the Electoons to get to the final level. See, most people's reaction will be this. But luckily, I'm using the version where you can use a password where you can immediately get to the final level. Alright, there we go. What do you mean wrong password? Oh wait, I actually was using the wrong password. Silly me. Alright, here we are, the final stretch, Candy Chateau. This level's so badass, we're riding on a fucking pan. So one of the main things about this level is that Mr. Dark will just randomly appear and then do some bullshit. In this level, he'll summon a dark version of you, which I was so stupid, I fell down and I had to use one of my continues. Yeah, I'm just that dumb. One thing I gotta admit though is that for the drones, when Dark Rayman is close to you, are fucking killer. Like, they didn't need to go that good on that drum. Anyways, after you reach the exclamation mark signpost, Dark Rayman dies. I guess the defeat got to him. And then you're into the next level where Dark Rayman swaps your movement. Now right is left and left is right. And then after you survive that nonsense, Mr. Dark makes you run automatically, which is probably hinting on the many mobile games that would happen. But without further ado, here's the cream, ladies and gentlemen. The boss with Mr. Dark. And how do you start this epic boss? by him literally teasing you with a golden fist. Eventually though, he stops playing dirty and then he starts pelting fire at you, but for some reason you can't hit him. Oh no, I'm doomed. What am I gonna do? It's Electoons I saved from earlier. They're gonna help me and I'm gonna kick your ass, Mr. Dark. What? Did you just see that? We let the villain get away? Why? Why would we do that? Why would we let the villain get away? And this is one of the hardest games ever. The least you could do is let us fight the villain we knew from the beginning. But no, we just let him get away. And you know what? Screw off, Rayman, for you not chasing after him. Your name is Rayman, not Mega Man. But who cares? We have to fight these stupid corrupted enemies instead. We have to fight corrupted lobster stone man. We have to fight these weird flying things that look like toy rejects. And then we have to fight Space Mama, Mosquito, Sack Shoes. What is this? But you know what? I don't care. I did it. I am Puflorius. I don't want to play this game ever again. Look, I know I came very negative on this game, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't hate this game. I know that I like some problems with this game, but in the end I definitely loved it. The visuals are fun to look at, and the characters are pretty neat, and the level design is but you know what I mean, whatever. I think it came out more tired than ever when I played this game though. After later on, I just thought, you know, I want this game to be over. And that's probably the problem with this game. You just want it to be over when it happens. Well, I don't have any funny clip to end this with, so, what should I say? Pan!